Well, I didn't think I was going to be making this video today. I've talked to 3 different lawyers. Every one of them told me, don't make the video, don't upload it. But I'm not someone who listens to authority. I'm someone who creates authority. I am authority. Now, this is a blog post from Johan, who's a respected figure in the community. He has well over 258 reaction score. Slightly over 22 messages, 15 badges. This is a serious person, and he's been drip feeding lots of hints about this top secret game, Project Caesar. Now, this was a clever tactic, essentially a ruse, another trick from the secret spiders at Paradox, probably targeting me in particular as revenge for certain videos that I've posted on my website, YouTube. When Johan here uses phraseology like our new top secret game, he's being silly. I've realized he's being kind of silly in a corporate, goofy, business, goofy, casual kind of way. You look at this and you say, and you look at this and you go, and let me see if I can pull up some more. People are ha-ha reacting to this. I really don't think this is funny. Yeah, if you look at this map and these menus especially, you look at this, and if you know, you say, this looks a lot like Europa Universalis. It's a strategy game taking place from the 1300s to around the 1800s, which is basically when everything important happened in history. People have been suspecting for a long time that they were going to make a sequel and that Project Caesar is that sequel. I'm not one of those people. Project Caesar is going to be called something other than Europa Universalis 5. Everybody on the forums has been disagreeing with me. If we Control F search EU5, people are casually calling it EU5. No, I disagree with that. I think that this can't be EU5. I've been hoping for years that they would change the name of the next installment in the Europa Universalis series because I don't like Europe, and I don't think that it should be Universalis. Now, if you look at a screenshot of Europa Universalis 4, the last game, you'll see Europe here is really colorful, bright, happy. Go over to South America, everything's gray and sad. Only the Aztecs live here, and France and Spain. Most of Africa, gray and sad. I think that's kind of a weird way of representing that these areas can be colonized. They're pretty much only there to be colonized. Ideally, it would be possible for, say, the Aztecs to go over to Poland and colonize Poland. They can conquer Poland, but they can't colonize it. They're saying there's something fundamentally different about these people and these people. And in the context of the game, there is. I just don't like that they're gray. It's like, okay, nothing important happens here. I think that's a weird game design decision. But the problem is, I can't talk about these things. When I talk about these things, people will say, no, you idiot, the game's called Europa Universalis. And Europa Universalis, I think, is Latin for Europe is the best continent out of them all. So basically, I've lost the argument before I've even started talking. I've started this argument dozens of times. I've lost badly every single time. I've lost very badly. Even when the argument happens in my head, I lose. So if they call the game Europa Universalis 5, my life is essentially over, and I'll take it as a direct attack on me, an information-based attack on my mind. Now, recently, a lot of people who I considered to be friends and colleagues have been harassing me by trying to get me to direct my browser to this video, which is claiming to be an official announcement for a game called Europa Universalis 5. And I've been avoiding this for a couple of days now. And I've basically been doing a lot of meditation and a lot of guided imagination and a lot of thinking, and I've been walking around a lot, and I haven't really slept very much. I've been drinking a lot of caffeine, finding a lot of half-full Red Bulls on the sidewalk, and I've been using that to fuel my thinking process, and I've decided there's essentially no way this is real. This can't be real because this is an insane business decision. I wouldn't buy it, and they know that if I don't buy it, people will see that it's not in my Steam library, and they'll ask me, did you buy it? Did you get a CD copy? And then they'll think, no, that's not possible. They didn't put this game out on CD. So essentially their entire business model would collapse if they did this. This announcement event, I'm not sure, this account isn't verified. It says Europa Universal is official, which could be a lot of things. It could be simply a lie. It could be a coded message. Let's actually watch the video just so I can explain what I'm talking about here. This could be Europe, it could be anywhere else in the world.
I'm Johan Andersson. I'm the studio manager of Paradox Tinto and the creative lead for Project Caesar. We've been
So this is Johan himself, and he's here. He's calling it Project Caesar. So it clearly, it's something different than the game in the title, and that's how words work. And that's what I'm saying.
We've been teasing you guys about this project for over a year now.
So he's publicly admitting to teasing me about this project. And teasing, if you've ever been to school, that's what bullies do. So Johan here is essentially, he's admitting to bullying me. So if they actually do come out with a game called Europa Universalis, I would immediately have grounds for a cyberbullying lawsuit, which is basically one of the biggest issues facing our nation and our world today. So again, another reason why just financially this can't be real. This is a major clue. If you look at this, the logo is the same as Paradox Interactive, but it's got the rays of the sun. And how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 of spades is the luckiest card in a deck of cards. And 0, rays of sun rays, is how many rays there are over here. 0 is the unluckiest number. It's not even in the deck of cards. So Paradox Interactive makes EU5 unlucky, but if I'm lucky, Paradox Tinto makes a game called Age of Discovery, or Boat Guys, or Terra Universalis, because it's the whole world. Terra is Latin for Earth is the best planet in the whole solar system. I'm going to roll a dice here. Sorry, I can't move this camera, but and that's a natural 20. So just another piece of evidence in this wall, another brick in the what I like to call the wall of evidence that I'm building around myself.
With every gesture, a path is carved through history.
So essentially they're saying they're attacking my browser and turning it green, but what they're saying is the game is going to have motion controls with every gesture. You're going to have to use gestures to carve a path through history. So PlayStation Move support, PSI, and that would just be ridiculous. Everyone would think that's stupid, and they're not going to do that either. So yeah, this can't be EU5. Gold is one of the best elements. It was used by Satan to trick people. That looks like a katana, which means Japanese sword, and this is a samurai, which means Japanese warrior. So Japan, Europe, is not going to be important in whatever this game is. Because Japan is pretty much the furthest country away from Europe, if I remember right.
Never before has the canvas stretched so far.
Never before has the canvas stretched so far, so they haven't made a game like this before. Ignore that. This is just this is misdirection.
Europa Universalis 5.
No.
Be ambitious.
Be ambitious. Focus on that. Be ambitious. Europa Universalis 5, but be ambitious. Don't be complacent. Don't just accept what you're given. Be ambitious. Keep thinking. Think for yourself. Do your own research. Watch this video. Watch more of this video. This is a lie. Why this is essentially the biggest psyop that's ever been pulled in the video game industry. Wishlist on Steam. Wish list on Steam. So they've brought in an old-timey man here, and if you see, he's got an inscription on his sword, and it's written in Latin, which is the language of secrets. That's what Latin means, and if you roughly translate this, it basically says the world is not what it seems. They can't come out and tell us outright that this game is not going to be Europa Universalis 5. Because the markets would crash. So that they have to use subliminal messaging like this to indicate that the game is going to be called something else, and they'll slowly build up to telling us what the real title is.
So I'm an EU4 player with 5,000 hours. How different of an experience is this going to be for me?
It's not like playing a new expansion. There's, I would say, throw away the 5,000 hours, but it's still going to be...
This old-timey man has played EU4 for thousands of hours, and Johan is telling him throw it away. This is a completely different experience with new mechanics. It's basically a revolution in gaming. Why would you believe them when they say it's EU5 when everything they're saying about the game is saying the exact opposite. I don't know how I could be more clear about this.
It's a game where you can do pretty much everything. in a
Everything.
game. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how I want to play it.
This is a game where you can do pretty much everything. So in Europa Universalis, pretty much what you can do is click on countries and click on maps and move guys around a map, which is only a small subset of everything. So what they're implying here is that this game, whatever it's called, please, can we get this out of here? We can't remove the title, so just try and ignore that. I don't know how to edit that out, but this game apparently is going to be more like a Minecraft experience, like Minecraft if it was a strategy game. When you want to build a new barracks for your troops, you're going to go in there and place all the logs and all of the doors and everything individually, which doesn't sound like Europa Universalis to me.
Something for me to do.
Yeah, it's like if you want to play Hanseatic Trader Nation, you can do that, just focusing on trade. Or if you want
they have to say stuff like that. Ignore that. That's just, this is for the market. This is for the shareholders. This is not for real people like you and me.
It shouldn't feel like a game. It should feel like you actually are the country.
Now, the rest of this is kind of just industry, mumbo jumbo. You'll see here a globe. The map of Europe up here is two-dimensional. It's old maps are from before we invented globes to represent the entire world. So just a lot of, basically, you don't have to watch the video, but if you look at the background of this castle where I guess they developed the game, there's just a lot of hints like that. A total of 2.37 legumes sold every month. 2.37 in the Bible is used basically as the number of the trickster. It's one of the numbers of the devil. It's a very powerful number that indicates something is not as it seems. So this video is, if you don't listen to what they're saying and you just look at the subtleties, you look at what's going on behind the scenes, that's how you get the real information, and that's what I'm trying to give you. Let's skip to the end.
Good luck.
In Europa Universalis 5, anything is possible.
Anything is, he just said, in Europa Universalis 5, anything is possible, including other games. If anything is possible, then it's possible that Europa Universalis 5 could be called that. It could be called that thing that I just said that I don't even know what it was. It could be anything. Anything is possible.
One final piece of advice. Be ambitious.
Be ambitious. And he basically just sums it up right there. That old-timey man is right. I don't know how I guess they genetically engineered him or something, but he's right. Be ambitious. And the important thing about that, ambition is basically the least European thing that you can do. I've met Europeans who don't even get out of bed in the morning. I've met Europeans who don't even have the energy to eat breakfast. And I've met people from other countries that have like 4 jobs all at the same time. In the interest of full disclosure and just full transparency and being a really good person, I should let you know that I do have a financial interest in this. I've bet a lot of money, actually orders of magnitude more than my liquid assets, on the game not being called Europa Universalis 5, but that's not what this video is about. This isn't about money. This is about sending a message, and now that you've heard the message, I need you to send your own message. I need you to be emailing Paradox Interactive and leaving comments on their Steam account and sending them friend requests and then blocking them to make them feel bad, and tell them that you're not going to buy the game, you're not going to wishlist it on Steam. Email them and say that they should call the game something else, like Terra Universalis or Old Timey Boat Guy Simulator. Thank you.